first down of the year is in Galway, which has witnessed the great Roger Clark and great battles, including the closest finish in tarmac rally history. Then it's onto the oldest and most renowned rally in Ireland, the Easter Classic Circuit of Ireland. But the most revered strip of track in Ireland, Mall's Gap, is tackled on the Killarney Rally of the Lakes in May. From the lakes to the breathtaking Donegal Hills as the big stars have joined the local heroes and the tarmac regulars for this summer festival.
Waiting for, what you waiting for?
Then it's crossed the water to Scotland to commemorate a motorsport legend, Jim Clark. The Memorial Rally has jumped high in recent memory as it kicks off the battle of the British Championship versus the Irish. The fastest tarmac rally in the series, the mighty Manx. It may be a small island, but the action is fantastic. Then the British Championship comes to Ulster for 2 days on the trickiest roads of Northern Ireland. After that, it's down to Billy Coleman country for the final round Cork. And last year it was all down to that final round as Eugene Donnelly and Derek McGarrity became joint tarmac champions in a year with its fair share of controversy. But it's time to turn the diffs on, tweak the notes and bang it into first as the 2005 Pirelli Irish Championship unleashes it.
I love the car seems very good, Pam, but time will tell.
Two-time British Rally champion Johnny Milner also Skoda mounted.
It's always been Subaru. Great to see the Toyota here, great to see the Ford now, and now at last Skoda, so yeah.
It's Johnny's first visit to Galway, but Eugene Donnelly is no stranger to the West. And missed a fraction of a second last year. His Corolla is just rebuilt after its Cork tumble.
We just have to get the gremlins of Cork behind us. It's a long year. This is a difficult rally this year with the conditions changing so much. Have to see what happens. It'll be a very interesting rally, I think.
Running at number one is the 5 times tarmac champion Austin McHale. His focus now in right-hand drive form.
The right-hand drive now, and Sport have done an excellent job, and I think it's really excellent drive, and it's much better for me because the last couple of years I've been struggling slightly, so hopefully now it'll be a bit more competitive.
And his son Gareth is hoping to be competitive as he tries Austin's old Corolla WE for the first time on a real rally.
I run in Punchestown, but it's slightly different here now, the stage here than Punchestown. They're far more tricky, and the surface is a bit changeable, but no, we're out here for a bit of a learning curve, and there's no better place than Galway to learn.
It's his father in the Ford who leads the field. The Subaru Challenge is headed by Tim McNulty in his 10. Eamon Boland and Kevin Lynch also making a rare appearance. In the battle of the WRCs, it's the 6 times Galway winner Austin McHale who's first man to face icy Francis Gap stage. He'll complete it third fastest, retains that third after 3 tests.
Okay. All right, Paul.
Yeah. 5, 3, 2, 1.
Eugene Donnelly is distinctly nervous as he sets off on stage 1. As he tries to put the thoughts of his Cork accident behind him, he's hoping not to have some chilling moments on the ice, which lies at the top of the mountain.
Ice from here. Square right. 3 left. Ice from here, I said.
But it proves to be a satisfactory opener as he records second fastest time. On the lower altitudes of stage 2 at Loch Cutra, the Kingspan team are warming up well and lie second after 2 tests. The first stage for the new Fabia in Derek McGarrity's hands has been a baptism of fire. Fabia fired right off the road for 20 seconds on the ice.
The first stage is a wee bit upsetting, in the second stage the intercom failed. So the third's very good, but very good time in the third stage, so we can fix whatever small difficulties there is, but it's a learning process.
In the Subaru Brigade, Eamon Bull currently 5th, but Kevin Lynch, with Gordon Noble alongside, has been very much the top impreza. The Dungiven driver is absolutely flying. In these tricky conditions, you can hear Kevin breaking KPL S9. This technique is working in spectacular fashion.
60. 4 left. 3 left. 5 right.
At the top of the test, he's feeling his way through the icy sections. But Kevin must be feeling very good now. And passes Tim McNulty's newer Subaru to set fastest time by 8 seconds.
He's going to let you past. 5 left, past trees. Repeat 5 left, past trees. 5 left, double caution, 3 right over crest, jump at wind. Repeat crest, jump at wind. 60. Jump and slippy, 3 right at bridge. 40. 5 left at bush at top. 60. Long flat crest, okay. 50. Keep it going. Long crest and 5 left at bushes. 40. Caution 5 right at winds. Left, right, and 5 left cut. 70. Right at winds and 5 right over crest, okay. 150. Good man, well done, that's fine, that's fine. Very slippy, isn't it?
Stage 2, Loch Cutra, and the S9 Impreza is stretched to the maximum.
5 left. 4 left over crest.
But things are about to get a little quieter in the KPL.
Left. And left.
The intercom is dying out, and Gordon Noble tries to locate the problem.
Brake very early, long 6 rights.
Kevin's problem has allowed Eugene Donnelly into the lead, as he looks a particularly slippy right-hander on stage 3. It's a right-hander that catches Van Lynch. Luckily, it costs only time.
First stage was good. The slippy conditions suited me, but unfortunately that last stage they were off on a square right. It was very slippy and we ended up in the grass. A bit of time getting out, but it's a long way to go yet.
100.
Back inside Eugene's car on stage 3, he traverses another shiny, slippery corner.
170.
It's to be a corner that cost Patrick Elliott dearly, as Feeney's pictures show the damage. Tim McNulty is finding his new S10 hard to come to grips with, and is back in 9th place. While Pater Herson in his older model Impreza claims to be driving steadily after a 1.5 year layoff. Nevertheless, he lies 6th after 3 tests. That's 1 place ahead of the second Skoda, as Johnny Milner is adapting well to the Octavia and the Galway roads, in spite of worrying intercom failure. At the front, however, it's that Donnelly Corolla combination, which is 20 seconds in the clear after the first loop of stages. And it's clear that Eugene's confidence is growing.
1 left, 2 right, flat 1 left, cut, 60. Long, flat 2 left. You're done, you're done.
To be honest now, I had a nerves this morning, very bad actually. You know, there's so many other things you have to contend with and think about, especially when you had ice in the back of your head, so that kind of put it all on. Lucky enough, no problem.
After service, the crews head back out of the loop of 3 tests, and we come back into the beautiful Galway sunshine after the break. Young Gareth McHale is taming the Toyota to some effect, and he'll end the first hurdle in an impressive and untroubled 6th place. Local man JJ Fleming is another learning a new car, a very new one in fact, as he's acquired a 2004 Focus WRC, but he's somewhat deflated here on stage 8. In a practically identical machine is Waterford's Ray Breen. While Dennis Cronin has traded his trusty Celica for a Subaru, which sees him lying. Morris Gass is in an 8th Subaru, and he's had his gear stick replaced, so he's shifting better now. For Tim McNulty, it's been a continuous shift in the new car's suspension settings throughout the day. He's 6th overnight.
a lot of stuff you can tweak on the cars with suspension, so we're only learning as we go. So getting there slowly. It's not just to our liking, but coming slowly.
Well, looking at you watching the computer there, have you any idea what it was all about?
Not a clue, it just looks good.
Johnny Milner's problems, however, are more serious, as he lost his brake pedal for 3 stages and his position in the top 10. But with the pedal repaired, John soon has the discs glowing again. A driving up on the list, however, is Kevin Lynch. He's a serious contender for victory and is once again committed on the Francis Gap stage as he takes 5 seconds off Eugene Donnelly.
4 left, crest 50, crest 30, crest jump 50. You're driving it well.
And 5 left.
All is not well with Eugene Donnelly, however.
5 right.
Must have been nice there.
Okay. 3 left over crest, care. 3 left over crest here, care. 60.
Brakes.
Brake for 5 right. 5
No
right.
brakes, Paul.
5 right. Okay. 130. Done it all.
No.
170. 1 right plus.
It's way to the floor.
And on the next stage, it's his turn to have problems.
And 5 right past sign, 120. Caution, bump and dip at sign, and 4 left.
Flat wheel or something wrong.
7 miles to go. And 4 left minus goes wide.
First steering, think it is.
Kevin is really struggling with the car now. There are warning lights flashing as he pulls over to assess the problem. Broken the cause, and he loses over 3 minutes, dropping to 10th. But by stage 7, he's right on the pipe again, and actually sets another fastest stage time to move up to 8th spot.
And 5 left at 3, okay, 100.
In contrast, Eamon Boland hasn't moved away from his 5th position. Derek McGarry and Dermot O'Gorman are 4th, albeit already just over a minute off the lead. The Joan Mulholland Motors cars had a few niggling problems, but has chipped in the odd promising stage time. In his 2000 spec Subaru, Peter Herson and Dan Patterson are somewhat of a surprise in a fabulous 3rd place. Surprising many, though, Austin McHale's brake charge, as the seat switch has really switched him on. Stage 6 Austin leads, and it's a lead that he only loses to Eugene on the final day's test at Loch Cutra. Eugene, now with it fully restored, who's back in front by 3 scant seconds. But he knows that Austin McHale will be trying to pull the reins in the Toyota on day 2, as he commented, "Today I've been the hare, tomorrow I'll be the hound." So the sun sets on day 1 of the first exploring Galway International, but there are 9 tough tests ahead. Once again, the temperature's been very cold overnight, and ice could be a factor on the early morning tests, which are towards Ballinasloe. Eugene Donnelly in the Kingspan Corolla is first on the road, which means that he'll find the tricky spots first. He's received information regarding the slippery places and has chosen wet tyres. He's got 2 clean runs over stages 9 and 10 to open the day.
Square right plus. You got grip. 350. Unseen bumps okay. 130. Shiny. Flat 2 right baby. Cuts. 200. It's shiny now. Flat 2 left and 2 right plus. Into 1 left over bump. Long 2 right opens. 80. Brake. 5 right mucky. 5 right mucky. 6 left. Gravel. 6 left here. Long flat 1 right brake. 40. 5 left plus. 5 left. 80. Icy. Icy. 2 left. Just small flat crest. 130. Small jump into flat 1 right maybe over 100.
Austin McHale is living up to his early promise And he's really herred through the opening tests, turning a 3-second deficit into a 6-second lead. Could have been more if he hadn't spun on stage 10. But after stage 11, Eugene has drawn dead level with the Dubliner. Talking of spinning, Peter Herson is about to surrender his third place to Derek McGarrity as the Subaru slithered off on the ice for over 20 seconds, stage 9. Derek's confidence is growing in the new car, although he's beginning to suffer a severe clutch hesitation. He wouldn't hesitate too much, as Peter is just 17 seconds behind him. Eamon Boland is 5th. Gareth McHale is 8th and learning fast. But for Kevin Lynch, who started the day 8th, the rally of drama is about to continue in this particularly icy square right. Thankfully, the stone wall gave way and the Impreza escaped without major damage. Surprisingly, this wasn't his big drama of the day, as the Subaru gearbox that hacked in and he retired in service. And Johnny Milner's miserable rally ended after a spell on stage 10. Back in the Ballinasloe service, the top two are exactly level on time. Eugene looks pensive, but Austin seems confident.
You know, it's going according to plan. Unfortunately, we slid wide in the junction the last stage there in the spin and just caught the back of the car. But, you know, it's all to go for. There's only a few seconds in it and there's still 7 stages left, you know, so Galway's never over till it's over.
The spectator interest is high as they anticipate the outcome of this superb leading battle, which can't be separated even by 1/10 of a second. It's been quite a while since we've seen Austin this fired up, and his thousands of supporters are egging him on from every vantage point. Even in Austin's expression, you can see he's happy with the focus, and the 5 times tarmac champion is hungry for his 7th Galway victory. Eugene Donald's yet to win in Galway and has a long way to go to match Austin's championship tally. But stage 13 is to prove unlucky for Austin as he spins, and Eugene now has a 30-second advantage.
Cuts, slippy, and flat 2 left, 40. Over crest brake, very slippy. The flat left, 60. Brake for very slippy, 5 left tightens. Crest to flat right, 130. Flat 2 right over crest, cuts, 100. Flat 1 right, 150. Brake for 5 right plus, 40. Flat 2 left. And brake before crest, sudden 5 left tightens. 5 right, 40. Flat 3 right cuts, 200. Turn hairpin right, don't cut the exit.
In the other battles, Dennis Cronin will lose his fight with a wall on stage 13. JJ Fleming will ditch his focus. And Ray Breen almost cheers his similar machine. But it'll be a mechanical malady that ends his run. White has survived few maladies to finish 14th. The top local finisher is Dara Rafferty in 12th. In spite of this overshoot, Englishman Tony Davis finishes 1 place ahead. On his Galway debut, Gareth McHale has been setting some topper stage times and finishes a 7th. And that was in spite of a time-consuming spin. We've seen more of the 24-year-old on the circuit of Ireland. Like young McHale, Tim McNulty's had a weekend of learning as he comes to grips with this advanced piece of technology. 6th place and valuable championship points are his reward. Eamon Boland and Francis Regan had very controlled drive to 5th. While Peter Herson hasn't lost any of his car control after a long layoff as he guides his older model WRC Subaru to a well-deserved 4th spot. There's a first podium for a Skoda in the Irish Tarmac Series as Derek McGarrity in 3rd has picked up the pace after a clutch change. A test session on the West Cork Rally is planned before the circuit, and the John Mulholland car could be a big force in Enniskillen.
A little bit of work to do for the circuit, but
The potential's definitely there in the car.
Austin McHale was a potential victor here, with the Dubliner back in the right-hand seat. It's a promising start to his campaign's 6th tarmac title.
Unfortunately, and I think it was the 4th stage today, there was a left-hander with a lot of mud out in it, and I got caught and we spun, and with a problem with the handbrake I couldn't get back around. I had to go back up the stage. It cost me half a minute, but overall Eugene's been the quickest man today, so I just do.
Small crest bump, care, 2 left plus.
For Eugene Donnelly and Paul Kiley, it's been the perfect way to put those horrible memories of 4 months ago behind them. As the joint 2004 tarmac champions jump home 35 seconds in the clear, take their first Galway International win after coming so close last year. It's a fitting reward for the McGeehan Motorsport team, who totally rebuilt and improved the Toyota during the winter. The scene on the last stage is very different from the one 4 months ago. It's a relief for Eugene to see that finish line.
I was nerve-wracking the whole way through that. Just brilliant, brilliant after Cork, brilliant after last year, just to get it.
There's big question this year over the winner, as Eugene jumps to the top of the Pirelli Championship after the opening round.